We're going to allow people to get on, wait for people to get here that we were hoping to speak with. They'll be on shortly. We're going to get some stuff talked about this evening. It's a lot that hey everybody, y'all see I didn't do my song or none of that. We just gonna roll with it. I know I'm always eating something, but I'm trying to get my veggies up. So we will have a guest come on. She's gonna speak about her session, and which this rarely ever happens, where people get to come on and get to speak about their session. After their session, her name is Mercedes. We're gonna add her in. Let's see, she's in. I don't know why it's not joining her. Maybe she's click in a second. Let's see. Excited about tomorrow. Likewise. Mercedes. I'm gonna remove and put back. Let's see here. I don't know. Something is going on because she's trying to get in here, but it's not allowing it. So I'm going to wait, let her click back in one more time. Let's see. Gratitude for this food spirit. Ashe. There she is. Yeah, I'm eating some Puerto Rican rice and peas and cabbage. Trying to get my winter up. I mean, my veggies up. Okay.
Let me taste it. It's
Go ahead.
good.
I think she's struggling. I think it's the Wi-Fi, but we're going to be patient because I really want her to come in and tell her story, her husband's story on what happened because it's deep and this has happened before, and I'll explain.
Well, Mom, we got to get dressed and be back.
Y'all coming back? Y'all gonna bring Mama's back? She's gonna need to go get her stuff.
And then if you want to drop us off, you don't want to, that's okay.
Okay. Sugar loves. I love you.
I love you too.
Wait a minute. Think she's in there. Hold on. No, not you.
Yeah, we'll be back. Yeah.
Oh, look. Got to put this. All right. I keep feeling like my wig is slipping back. It's not. Mercedes, can you hear me? Wait a minute. There she go again. So let's see about taking this one out. Let's kick this one out the studio. Let's see here. She's something going on. I think she's struggling, but we're gonna be patient. Can you hear me, Mercedes? I got my Wi-Fi on. On a side note, this Puerto Rican peas and rice and cabbage. It's from Rhythm and Spice. Good. She said I can hear you, but for some reason, have you allowed them? Have you allowed it to? Make sure you allow your cam and your audio. Allow your camera and your audio, and then you can turn your cam back off if you like. Make sure you're allowing your audio. We need it on so we can tell. It's still loading. Because I got my Wi-Fi on and connected. Just make sure you allow your audio, because sometimes that's the issue. We'll make that little fake chicken later with the. I put some of the curry. I put a little bit of that curry that they gave me on here. She's struggling, but we're going to get her on because her stuff is important to talk about. Cosmic God says, yes, fake chicken. That's what I got earlier from the little place. With the little Jamaican. Wait a minute. Come on. There she goes. There she goes.
Hey
There
y'all.
she is. Hi, beautiful. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am well. Still floored from earlier. It's been an interesting day.
Listen, I'm floored since Friday.
Oh, this happened Friday?
Well, you might as well say like Saturday morning because it was like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, you had scheduled a session with me that I had rescheduled a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
But because of your beautiful patience, we was able to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Now tell what happened inside of that so they understand what's going on.
Okay. So I scheduled the reading way back in like the end of like 2020 when my brother originally passed from COVID, supposedly. Um, my reading wasn't scheduled until the 9th of September, I believe. But here in Tate, it didn't get done until Sunday. Um, so during reading, Queen told me about she spoke with my grandma, she spoke with two of my brothers, she spoke with my husband, grandma, spoke with uh, one of his friends, real close friends, and I can't remember who the other person was. However, in the message was saying that my husband is skinny. Let me just put that out there.
Yeah.
But for him to be as small as he is, Queen told me that I have the weight, but he have the health problems. Now, I never spoke with Queen, and I never told her prior to this that last week he came home from work and he was very sick. He had a tooth extraction scheduled for Thursday. However, after we got off the reading with you, Queen, the dentist called and said that they switched him from Thursday to Tuesday. So we ended up going to a different state to go get his tooth extracted, and he had a real bad infection. that was already going through his body that, I never spoke with you about. So, during the reading, my brothers was just telling, just warning my husband that, that they're trying to protect him. They're trying to keep him here on the earthly realm as long as possible. And that had we not had the reading, that they saw death coming. Now, given that he did have the sickness, that when he came home sick, I kind of knew that it was something going on with him. I just didn't know to the capacity of it. Well, the reading was Sunday, Friday, well, Saturday around about 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, he coded in his sleep. Well, had me not having that reading, after I talked to Queen and we had the reading and she told me what she told me, I watched him like a hawk, like every night. And Saturday morning, well, Queen also told me that, that Spirit, my grandma, and everyone that she connected with, let me know that I was a little intuitive, which I already kind of had my own suspicions, but I just don't know how to put two and two together with it. So, my husband came and got in the bed Saturday morning. He was fine. Nothing that'll make you think that, something was wrong with him or was finna go wrong with him. He came and he laid in the bed and something whispered in my ear to turn over and look at him, and he was gone. So I started doing CPR on him, and it's like he just jumped back to himself like nothing happened. And since then, he been fine. So, I just said that, I owed you everything because, my whole life would have been completely devastated. Mine, my kids, my husband is a huge part of our life. So
Yeah.
I thank you. Well, I show gratitude to you.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it. I wanted people to hear your story because what happened was I went out to eat like 2 days later. And
Mhm.
somebody kept saying, oh, that I was demonic and the spirit snatched my gift from me. And I said, what are you talking about? I just got a text message from this lady and her husband saying their reading was great. It was you. And I
Mhm.
read the message back to them on the live. I let them see it. I said, no, this lady said her reading was good. So then when I seen your text message come in, like, I want to say gratitude to you again because I want to tell you something, but I don't want you, I don't want to buy. I'm like, let me call her. So when I called you, that's what you said to me. You said he passed in his sleep. You said, well, he coded.
Mhm.
And so for me, that's a blessing. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? It's a blessing that you were able to see it, you were able to help, and he was able to come back. You were able to
Mhm.
resuscitate him.
Mhm.
And I tried to stress it without scaring y'all because I kept seeing him pass.
Mhm.
And so I tried to stress it to you, and you understood it as a
Mhm.
as a seer yourself. While this was important for me, for you, I think Tiny's, to come and say something is because 4 to 5 years ago, same scenario. I do a
Mhm.
reading for a lady named Robin. And I told her, I said, your husband's heart is no good. He needs to go be checked. This was November 8th. She told him, he kind of blew it off like, yeah, okay. He passed away December 9th from a heart attack. He didn't pay attention to what she told him. It is a
Mhm.
blessing for me. Am I gonna cry? Girl, I bet not.
Don't get me started.
I feel like I'm gonna cry. Because I'm blessed that the spirit saved it, that you seen it, you heard it, you felt it, and you was
Mhm.
able to get in there and you was able to save it.
Mhm.
And I just want people to understand how real this work is. Which is
Mhm.
why I asked you to come on and tell your story briefly, so people understand, Mercedes, that the spirit is real.
Correct. And you also gave me a message to give to my mama. Now, my husband and my mama is two different thinking, two different ways. So he was open to, whatever it was that I was telling him. However, that message that I gave to my mama, she's not so open. But that's one of them situations that I just have to pray on it and
Yes,
let the Most High do His job. But I
yes.
thank you, and I can't thank you enough. I mean, I owed you a lot, and we'll be touch basing again.
I
And you know
appreciate
what, Queen? I've been wanting to call. I wanted to pick up the phone and call you like Saturday morning, but I was like, no, I don't want to just call out of the blue. So I was like, well, you know what? Let me just send her this text message, and hopefully you will look at it. And so I thank you for being open to talking to me again.
absolutely. I appreciate you for being open to this. How's your husband doing today?
How long?
Hey, Mr.
Oh
Ray
yeah,
Ray, how are you?
I'm doing great.
I mean, like you wouldn't even think nothing even happened. How not? But I will. I can't hear you.
I
But
said, look at the spirit.
yep. Now, but we have then changed his eating. Now he didn't talk some mess, like you said. But we didn't change the eating. My husband was a real big heavy smoker, so he didn't kind of cut back on it. So within these little about what almost a week going on, we done did like a drastic change. So I thank you for saving our life. My children, thank you. My husband, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, without you, I mean, when I tell you, Queen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not. I watch you, and he always said, "You stay watching that lady," and I do. I watch you from the sidelines a lot. I just never come in. I never interact. But child, you got a stalker now.
And I told you in the reading, I said, this reading wasn't even about you, it was about him.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I said he was gonna try to get somewhere else and go somewhere else, but he needed to be here in this reading today. And I'm so happy, Mr. Ray Ray. I'm so happy that you're still here. And I know now that it's okay,
Amen.
you know.
Amen.
And I appreciate you both from seriously that you listen, because not many people listen, like I
Amen.
said. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy that this outcome was different this time because it's
Mm-hmm.
happened to
Amen.
me before.
Exactly.
Well, I told him I was like, with the Mo 3 situation, that didn't work out, but this one did. So
And that's why I try to give it because I do get a lot of backlash because I didn't tell him what I saw and I should have.
hmm but every lesson is a lesson learned. And going forth, to start whether we like to hear it or not. We need to hear it. So I just thank you for being a vessel to listen, because like
Yeah,
you could have easily just listened, knew it, saw it, never said nothing.
yeah.
So you gave me the ability to be able to look for something. So every day since I talked to you, I watched him in his sleep. So thank you. You
I
saved my
said,
life, my husband's
"Spirit."
life.
Absolutely. I appreciate you for just coming up here and saying so because I needed people to hear it from your mouth because it hits different when it comes from somebody else. I could tell them all day long and they'd be like, yeah,
hmm
she's making shit up. You know what I mean? But I want them to understand this is not that. And so I appreciate you. I appreciate Mr. Ray Ray. I won't hold you long. I just wanted you to come and tell your story and show gratitude to the spirit. Absolutely.
You too. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. All right. I
Bye
talk to
bye.
y'all. I talk to y'all
Okay.
soon.
All right.
All right. Peace. Is there some more in there, babe? No? Okay. Which is why I feel so bad about the session I was supposed to do for Miss Camilla, um, Uniqua, which was the lady I was talking to earlier when we had the big blowout and the misunderstanding. Because when I talked to her on the phone, she told me, she says, um, I booked this reading with you, Queen. And when I talked to this lady on the phone, she was very respectful to me. And so she said, I booked this for my mom and my sister. And then I hate for it to go that way because what if I have not done the job that I was called to do for this lady? And the misunderstanding that happened today. So I feel so bad. I feel like shit. Like I hope I was not disobedient to the spirit because of a miscommunication or a misunderstanding. And so when I got that message from Miss Mercedes today, I'm like, damn, people must know about this. People got to, because so many people think that it's cap and it's bullshit, and it's not. I've talked about Miss Robin before and her husband that passed away. You know, like I said, I believe it was November 8th and he passed away December 9th. And I didn't even get that call from Miss Robin. I got it from a nail tech that I used to go to, who knows me as a reader, who I met. Let's talk about that, how that happened. Let's talk about how real the spirit is. Let's go. I go into Wendy's one day. This is probably like 7 years ago. Maybe 6 years, between 5 to 6 years. I'm gonna say that. Yeah, about 7 years. Yes, okay. I walk into Wendy's, and I'm hungry, but I was gonna go to some other places. It's off of Corain, and I get off the bus. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna just go over here real quick. Um, Again, let me make this announcement too. If anybody is in Nashville and can do my baby's hair, please. My wife's her. If somebody can do her sew in tonight, please let me know. Please let me know. I got you. I got you. I got you. We definitely need it. My event is tomorrow. Um, or if you can do it early tomorrow and get it done. Early tomorrow, if you can do it and get it done, please let me know. Okay. Back to the story. So I get off the bus and I'm like, I guess I'll just go on Wendy's and get me something to eat. Okay. And so I get to Wendy's, and it's a lady, and she like something on her mind, black lady. And I'm like, okay. I order my food, but then I go back up to the counter and I start talking to her, telling her, and she start crying. Um, she leave off of the register and go sit down. And so I get to sit down and I have a conversation with her, and I'm reading her at that point as well. And so I found out that her son has stomach cancer and he's ill and he's looking not good. And so I give her the word, like, yeah, he's going to pass, but it's going to be all right. There's a young woman that's going to meet him. I found out her daughter's passed. Okay. So it's like all of these different things. And so her mom and all this other stuff. Right. And so fast forward, like probably like 4 years ago, 2 years later, I should say, 2 years later, um, I'm going to get my nails done. I'm in the nail tech. I was in Royal Touch, right? And on Corain, again, on Corain in Cincinnati. I had been going there I had probably been there like 3 or 4 times at that point, getting my nails done, right? But I was going to Nikita. So Nikia was doing my nails. Nikia, she was doing my nails. But the owner of the salon, um, I was also doing readings for her and, a few other people in the salon. So one day I'm getting my daughter's makeup done. I believe it was for her birthday. And the lady from Wendy's come in. And I look, I say, oh my God, I remember you from Wendy's. And she said, uh-huh. She said, this is my daughter, the owner of the salon that I have been reading her brother who passed. I'm not knowing this is the same young man, because he ended up passing, like I said. So then I'm doing the reading from the owner of the salon whose brother passed. Me not realizing this is him. So when her mama come in, she came to pick up the sister who I was then reading that day. Because I'm just in there getting my shit done, whatever, my eyebrows done and shit. And it's her. Yes. So then, excuse me, the reading probably is Papa. So she's talking to one of her clients about the readings that I have done for her. So she put her on. I do the reading for the lady. I tell the lady about her husband. Her husband passed away the next month, from what I saw. It is the owner of the salon that calls me and says, oh my God, let me tell you what happened. You did a reading for my client. You told her about her husband's heart not being well. She said she talked to him about it, but he wasn't really listening to it. He just died the other day from a heart attack. I know what people say about me. I know what people think about me. But I'm here to tell you, in real motherfucking time, that this work I do is real. Ain't no lies being told here. Because I don't need to. The shit that I see touches my soul every day. And I can't change it. I can't bring that man back. I can't make him listen to me. But I am so grateful for people like Mercedes and RayRay who brought it back to my table to say, hey, you said this, I paid attention, it saved his life. Cooley, peace, Cooley. Man, I've been waiting on you for days, man. They've been waiting on the hood news, man. This shit is hood news, man. I want you to understand. If the spirit give you something, whether it's through me or through somebody else, and I'm okay. If the spirit give you something through me, I want you to pay attention to it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people don't understand what I'm saying. I say, well, I want you to remember I said that to you. You know? And I have people come back to me and say, I told you that you was wrong on this, but I called my mom. And my mom said XYZ to me. My mom said, you know, this is correct. So I want y'all to know, I want you to understand, you know what I'm saying, what I'm saying to you. And some things I may not understand. And I tell you that, like, I might be understanding it incorrectly. I don't know, but just remember what I said. Because what if she did not listen to not only but me, but her spirit and the spirit itself? The spirit said, keep your eye on him. And she did that. And because she did that, she was able to save her husband's life. So when people get up here and they are upset at me about you know, missing a session and all of that, I understand. But I want you to also understand that me doing the readings ain't the only work I do. I do a lot. Seriously. Even what you saw yesterday, my giveaways, oh, that's tidy. My giveaways, I'm working for Yehuda. I'm still working. That's work. Because I'm obedient to Yehuda. So Yehuda came to me yesterday and said, I want you to give away $1,000. You know I ain't really got $1,000, Yehuda. He said, but I want you to give it away anyway. And in the midst of the giveaway, he said, now I want you to give away 500 more. I said, oh, okay. What is it? She brought that back? Oh. So I'm just like, okay, Yehuda. So that's work for me too. You know, my lives are work. Because I have people that call me and say, you know, I have some people that watch me that can't get out the bed. I have people that watch me in a penitentiary and this is all they got. I make them feel good. I make their life feel different. I give abused women who feel like they got nothing a voice. It's work, but it's my life. This is my ministry. If I must say it to you that way so you understand. Everything I do every day is work. When I'm out at the store shopping, I'm not shopping to get me clothes. I'm shopping for Papa Candela. Because I want him to be respected. I want him to be looking a certain way. He get pissed about this, but this is his colors. I respect him that highly. He get pissed about this, but this is the only thing I can do for me. You understand what I'm saying? So I get frustrated. So the misunderstanding with Miss Camilla today was frustration. So I just kept wanting to cry and apologize. I sent her over the amount of money I was supposed to send her because I just feel bad. because it was for a mother. And it was a misunderstanding of miscommunication. I can't say it enough how apologetic I am. Because when I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. And I don't like to be, you know. Now I got to do this reading. And it probably is Papa because there's Brugal sitting right here. And he probably keep looking at it. You know what I'm saying? So it probably is. And I want y'all to understand the work that I do. It's not just readings and what your love life look like. It is a lot. And when I tell you the readings that you may see me do on a live from time to time, because I used to do lives and do readings all the time, constantly. And the Spirit spoke to me and said, you have nothing else to prove. You need not do it any longer like that. Now work must change. So people always like, you changed. No, I didn't change. My work changed. The way Spirit said I must work changed. That's what changed. That's it. I'm still the same girl. I'm still a fat girl on the inside. When my videos come up for me being fat, I be like, damn, I didn't think I was that big. Damn, I didn't look that big. But yep, that's me cussing and shit. Yep, that's me talking that shit. Yep, that's still me. It's still me. I ain't changed. My work load has changed. That's it. I still do what I do. You know, I have to progress. Otherwise, what am I doing it for? If you started off doing readings and you got a reading here and a reading there, and then you progress and you doing a lot of readings and that's still all you doing 6 years later, there's a problem there somewhere. That means inside of the spirit you're not growing in some way or capacity. And let me explain that too. Ashe. The spirit kept coming to me telling me that I was going to die. I had to die. And I kept saying, no, thank you. Nope. No, thank you. Don't know what that means. Not me. Who gonna die? No, honey. I don't want to. And so, sure enough. I had my weight loss surgery in 2020, March 4th, 2020. And I have surely lost a lot of weight. Well, about, I think 5 months in, 6 months in of the weight loss, I needed to have another surgery because my gallbladder was no good. And so, I believe it was 2020 I had the surgery because it's been a year now. March 4th made a year. And so, yeah, about 6 months in, I went into Subway. It was my Royal Connection Day. I had a Royal Connection Day that day. I believe it was a Wednesday because we were doing readings. Aziza and I were switching off doing readings. And I went into Subway and I had to cuss a Karen out about her not minding her business about my motherfucking sandwich. And so later on that night, we're doing readings. And I had made the Bill Gates doll. Never mind that other people was trying to kill me with voodoo at that time too. And I had the Bill Gates doll, right? And the more I choked this doll, I kept showing it live like, yeah, I made the doll. I'm going to kill this motherfucker. And I put him down and the pain kept coming. It was getting worse and worse. Worse and worse. Out of the blue. That let me know he's not by himself. He's covered. And the work that was being done against me, that escalated because I was trying to kill somebody that I should not have been trying to kill by myself. And so I had to rush myself to the hospital. And I had to go to 2 hospitals because the first one kept trying to make me take the COVID test and I wasn't taking it. And they was pissed. So they brought an officer into my room. And I said, I don't know why you're here, sir. This is against HIPAA. Now you must get out of my room. Without a word, he turned around and walked out my room because he knows the law and so the fuck do I. And so I told him I'm not taking anything. And so I went to another hospital. I said, well, I'll be leaving. So I went to another hospital myself against what they wanted me to do. I went to a hospital that was across the street pretty much. And I told them the same thing. You are a medical professional and you're supposed to do whatever you can to save my life. I'm in an emergency room. I need this surgery. I'm not having that. I'm not taking a COVID test. I don't have to. It's against my rights. And they did my fucking surgery. But in that surgery, when I seen the anesthesiologist, I knew I was gonna die. I knew it. I felt it. Now I looked to my side, and there was Sandra Bland and George Floyd. And I knew then, okay, I'm in trouble. And when I woke up, I made a video that said, I can't wait to show y'all, tell y'all what I saw. I have no idea what I saw. I still don't fucking remember. What I do know is I came back with a step in of Mother Adina because my life was saved. And so here we the fuck are. My gift has not been taken. My gift has been elevated, as you can fucking see. And so I show gratitude to Yehuda, Adina, Papa Candelo, and the spirit and the deities of High Council for everything and all things that they have done and given to me and done for me. And it's done for Mercedes and Mr. RayRay. So I appreciate everyone. I do have a reading I got to get done. And I love y'all from a very genuine place. I would love to do like Bible study or something. So maybe I'll have Toddy bring my Bible back. I want to do something. I would love to play a game, something, you know. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I love y'all from a very genuine place. Again, gratitude to RayRay and Mercedes.